Whenever I come home, this is usually one of my first stops, is to come up here and sit and watch and do a little reflecting. All right, let's see if I can do this one without getting slobbered to death. Hi, honey. One thing that I'm super proud of as our farm's kind of bookkeeper and unofficial business manager is that we did not have to go to the bank to get the new one. I mean, don't tell anybody, but I kind of liked the old look of our steel on the outside on the roof because it had sort of like this vintage patina look to it. Well, here I am back on the home farm. I am back for a little while this summer for an extended stay. I generally live in this area where my family's home farm is in southern Wisconsin, but my husband is doing a dermatology residency, so we are temporarily away for a little while, and then I come back and forth to visit. And yeah, it's always kind of this weird like reacclimation period for 1 to 2 weeks to catch up on everybody's lives, what's changed, what stayed the same. So I figured I'd take you along on that journey with me and show you around our farm by pointing out what has changed and what has stayed the same since the last time I was here. And if you're new to my channel, or if this is the first time meeting each other in the digital space here, I'm Tiana. I am, what am I? How the heck do I describe what I do? By day and by trade, I'm an agricultural marketer and have a marketing consulting business where I work with brands in the ag space to better connect with their audiences in a creative way. My channel also here on YouTube features a lot of fluid art inspired by the farm life. So I draw a lot of my creative inspiration from my home farm. So you'll find a lot of those videos on my channel. But then I also just kind of want to show you behind the scenes of farm life and some of the things that go on in a family dynamic of our farm, because I'm also kind of our family's unofficial farm bookkeeper, business manager. So I wear a lot of hats around here. All right, let's see if I can do this one without getting slobbered to death. Hi. Yeah. Another thing that has changed but kind of stayed the same at the farm is my brother raises beef cattle. And he recently just got this new group in. Hi. He used to do bottle calves from 1 day old out to finish, but just recently changed over to doing feeders from a couple 100 pounds out to finish, primarily because bottle calves are really expensive right now. So it's not that much different financially to do one that is a couple 100 pounds rather than a day old. Yeah, this is our new group of Angus. Hi. This one is the most friendly, I'd say, 186. Hi, honey. Another thing that has changed since I've been gone is the color of this machine shed. It's now green and white and matches the rest of our buildings around the farm too. It has been here, I think, as long as my dad has owned the farm. It's been our machine shed. And personally, I mean, don't tell anybody, but I kind of liked the old look of our steel on the outside on the roof because it had sort of like this vintage patina look to it. But I get it. I understand that it cannot be raining inside, so it had to be upgraded and fixed. But yeah, anyways, new colors around the farm. So this is a little bit of a preview of maybe another video that I'll do as far as something that has changed around the farm. This is my brother's old sprayer behind us, but he recently bought a new one. And he's very excited about this one. I am too, because we kind of worked together on it to figure out the business end of making it happen. Having the convenience of a sprayer that we have access to reliable parts was important. And then he also kind of upgraded too, because his new sprayer is a John Deere. I'll give more details and maybe even get him to give you some specs and cool stuff about it when he's not using it at the moment. But it does go faster, like 15 miles an hour in the field. And this is a big upgrade from this one here. And like the other day, he told me he was able to spray about 220 acres in less than 5 hours, even with changing out all of the stuff. So yeah, big deal in terms of time management, because then it just allows him to focus on other stuff. When he can speed up any type of work on the farm, that's always good. This one is for sale. So yeah, that is kind of a new thing, but it's here until we find a new home for it. Oh, and I guess one other thing I'll add about the sprayer deal here and changing it out for a new one. One thing that I'm super proud of as our farm's kind of bookkeeper and unofficial business manager is that we did not have to go to the bank to get the new one. That was a big deal for us, and I really tried to figure out a way to make the numbers work for my brother that could make that happen, because obviously just interest and everything eats at the profits of stuff. And anytime that we don't have to go to the bank and can make it work with current ways of business is the preferred method. So really proud that we were able to figure that out together, even while I was, 700 and something miles away. Here's something that has not changed since I was away from the farm is this beautiful, gorgeous, incredible view of our literal backyard. There are vineyards back there in Wisconsin. We partner with our local winery, Wollersheim Winery and Distillery. These vineyards back behind us, they've been there. I mean, some of those vineyards are decades old by now. It just never ever gets old coming home to see this view. Here's another thing that has changed but kind of stayed the same. So I'm walking on the field road that will lead up to our eventual house. This road has been here forever. It is a field road, but it is also going to be the driveway of our house. So that was something that we did while we were gone, or while I've been gone, is we prepped the driveway, got some new gravel in so that the winery could put in this deer fence as well. That's new. Look at that. Beautiful. We have so many white-tailed deer here that just absolutely decimate crops and anything that is good to eat around here. So that was really important to get the driveway done before this spring, before the buds came out in this particular plot, because they've had this one up for a while, and obviously productivity has skyrocketed on those vines. Okay, I'm going to take you to one more place here on our farm that I feel like is just the place that I always want to come home to and feels like the heart of our farm here. But on the way, pit stop. This is the site of our future home. Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it's very exciting that we're going to be able to build right here on the farm. It also feels like it's a huge decision and a lot of responsibility to do right by the land and right by the legacy that has been set before us. So yeah, big deal. As I'm coming home, I feel like I never thought that I would be moving away from the farm for any period of time, honestly. I went to college at UW-Madison, which is just down the road from us. It's in the same state. This is the furthest I've been from home, and I never thought I'd be in that boat. But I think the cool part about it has taught me just how much my heart is rooted in agriculture and how much this place means to me and how passionate I am and convicted I am to continue on that legacy with my brother. So it kind of distance makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. I don't know. Here's a sneak peek of where we're going. Almost there. Obviously, as I have been away from the farm, it has changed my perspective entirely. And it's been a huge growth period for me personally. I think it's given me a lot of time and space to think about what I care about most and what my priorities are. What is it about agriculture that makes me feel so tied to it? And then just for our farm in general, what places and spaces do I keep in my mind and my memory, especially when I'm painting and in my studio and creating, and the things and the places where I kind of daydream about going back to. This is the spot. This is definitely, I mean, if it's not the top of the list, it's one of the top. If I could transport myself at any given moment while I'm away, this would be it. And other family members too, extended family members, cousins, they all have a memory within this valley that has really left a mark on them and myself. It's where I horseback ride with my best friend in the summer times. There's an eagle that always nests, along the road there every year. It comes back. It's where I sit and hunt and have watched bobcats come out and play and hunt and mouse in the fields in front of me. It's just one of those places that creates moments and memories that leave a lasting impact. One of the things that I've thought a lot about is what home means, truly. And to me, it's the people, honestly, who I'm around and who my community is and my family and friends. But I think for people in agriculture and farmers, anybody you talk to that has worked the land, lived the land, cared for the land is part of the identity too. The memories and the land become so intertwined. that it's hard to separate out yourself from the spot. Okay, folks, I'll take a pause here. This is our valley. This is the heart of our farm. This is the place to me that never changes. Changes through the seasons, obviously, but doesn't ever change in terms of meaning. I recently did a painting that was inspired by this view and bluebird days in the valley. So whenever I come home, this is usually one of my first stops, is to come up here and sit and watch and do a little reflecting. Like right now I'm watching a tree rat climb up at me and squawk and protest that I'm here in his space. So some things don't change. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that I can hear somebody rustling the hillside up there. Probably a deer, maybe with a fawn. It is moving out because I'm here, so I better get going. But anyways, thanks for coming along with me on this little tour of our farm and joining me for a little reflection on what's changed and what has stayed the same on our farm in the past couple months since I've been away. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm a creative person within agriculture, so I have kind of this dichotomy of things on my channel, from art to farm life to agriculture and all of the things that go along with it. So thanks for tuning in, and may all your days be farm days like this one.